Okay, let me get everything ready here. Hi everyone. Sorry, I went live with little to no warning. I was planning on streaming about 2 hours from now, but instead, I'm here right now. So, hi, welcome back. Oh, that's Animal Crossing. Wait, let me turn that off. We want, oh, why isn't it showing? There you go. We want this. We want The Sims 4. So we're gonna build the new house for my legacy challenge today. I'm a little bit nervous because you know how I get about building the houses for my legacy challenges. I'm just like, I'm really, really picky. I'm always picky, and then you get me building a legacy house and it's like 10 times as picky. But we're gonna make the new legacy house today, so I wanted to do it together. The first thing we have to do is see how much money we have. And then we'll go, and I think we're gonna build it in Sulani. I'll talk about that in a second. I just want to see what the situation is with the funds first. So that is where we're at right now. Not the triplet house, no, that's for my Twitch streams. This is my YouTube legacy challenge. This is like the Bell family, the Nightmare legacy, if you may have tuned into one of those videos before. I'll explain more about who the Sims are in a second. I just wanted to I need to get this loaded in first. You know how it goes. But anyway, I'm a little bit nervous also because I'm going to try and make it like a sort of modern house, and you know I'm not good at those. So, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. There's cat hair all over your phone. You know, cat hair being all over something is very relatable to me. I really understand where you're coming from. So, no, this is earlier than I normally stream, Molly. So you're not imagining things. I am live earlier. Okay, so right now, this is the house that we live in. I kind of tried to make it look like there's like an apartment building and a house attached to it. And so this was like the apartment building. We had a couple units for my robot's children. I don't feel like they need to continue to live with us because, frankly, they're going to die soon. So they're gonna be gone. We just need a house for our Sims. And so we don't need to have like the residential rental thing anymore. Which does open up a lot more possibilities for us. But right now we have this house for Jingle. She's a fairy. I kind of have like this like ice fairy thing going on because her dad was Santa and then now she's grown up and she's a fairy. And so we're trying to say she's like some kind of ice fairy. I don't know. It's not a real thing, but we're pretending. And she's got a couple of kids. One of them is named Flame. Flame Bell is their last name is Bell. Like flammable. Yeah, dumb, right? I know. And the other one is called Coal, but it's spelled like C-O-A-L because we're trying to have this like fire theme, but Coal because like the grandpa is Santa. Anyway, so that's who lives here right now. Flame is going to be the heir, and we thought it would be kind of fun to move to Sulani and have sort of like a volcanic theme for the new house because right now we live in Mount Komorebi and it's like so snowy, everything's ice. But if we move to Sulani, it's almost like the complete opposite. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna move to Sulani, we're gonna have a beach house. It's gonna have the volcanic activity lot trait. And then Flame is also going to own and run a restaurant at the base of the volcano. So we probably won't build the restaurant today. We gotta do the house first. But that's who's gonna live there. I also wanna try to, oh, you can't pull those because we got tenants. Let me just delete like the whole house quickly so I can see how much money we have. All the stuff that I can delete, you know? Yeah, we could have like butterfly VFX around. Yeah, exactly. We can do that. That's a good idea. How much money are we working with here? Okay. We're gonna have to see how this is gonna go. I'm gonna try and do it for like 100K and we'll see what happens. That seems like a reasonable budget to me. It's a little bit low for what we've had in the past with this legacy, but we can pull it off. It should be fine. Can't you check the house worth? Yeah, well, when you check the house worth, that counts like the other house. And I wanna have like some more wiggle room than that. I don't really want to spend the full amount that it says we have. So checking the house value is like kind of nerve-wracking to me. I try to like underdo it, usually with my legacy builds, so we have some more wiggle room. So that's typically how I go about it. I went live a little bit early, BK, because I have an appointment this evening, and so I thought, anyway, it was a last minute booking, and I thought they only had availability at 5:45, which is usually when I'm live, and I wanted to still stream, so frankly, I just want to try and get through the day up until that point, so this is my distraction for myself. So that's what we're doing right now, trying to distract myself before then. So I was thinking that I would build the restaurant up here at the base of the volcano. I kind of want to have my sim live on a slightly bigger lot, because this lot is a little bit small. It's only 30 by 20. So I think that the restaurant could be at the volcano base, and then we put our house somewhere else. I just don't know where I want the house to be. I think moving to like a 50 by 50 lot could be kind of exciting. But do I want it to be on the beach? I don't know. I guess going from the mountain to the beach is kind of a fun change. What's the restaurant for? My sim's gonna own a restaurant. Like, they're gonna own a dine out restaurant, Casey. That's like gonna be our money making tool, is we're gonna try and play with dine out. Emphasis on try. Emphasis on try. But that's the goal, is we're gonna try to run a restaurant. So I wanna have it up here at the volcano. No, I don't want to do it with businesses and hobbies. My plan is to do it with dine out. And then if it goes really bad, then we can switch it to businesses and hobbies. But the plan was to try and do it with dine out because I never use dine out. So I really would like to experiment with it a little bit more. Like, I don't really ever run restaurants with dine out. I visit them a lot, but I don't ever try and run them. So I think that it's a good idea for us to try and do it like this. You know, I've played with Carl's Dine Out mod before. I've used it. I even made videos on Carl's Dine Out mod and stuff. Part of me is almost a little bit curious to not start with Carl's Dine Out mod, because I would like to show off the pack as it is, which is like not very good. And then try and run it. If it goes bad, try the mod. If that goes bad, give up and try businesses and hobbies. Is sort of the plan. So Carl's Dine Out mod, it like tries to make it run better. It adds a few things and it tries to make Dine Out feel a little bit better, basically. You can look up if you want to see it. There's like, he has like a blog post about it and stuff, if you wanted to look through it there. But let me get a sim. Who should be our tester sim? Kyleson will be our tester sim today. That sounds like fun to me. Let's go and see. You find that visiting the restaurants is more bugged. Running one is not that bad. That's interesting, because the last time that I tried to run one, I thought it was worse than visiting them. But it's been a couple years. It's been like 2 years since then. So maybe it's better now, I don't know. But I found it was worse running than visiting. But I guess also it depends, you know, all these things. There's not like one singular, oh, go away. I'm not gonna do that quest right now. I'm trying to make it sunny. Okay. Build mode, money, 100,000. Okay, we don't have a lot of beach. We're gonna be like very much into the water, but I think that's okay. I think that should be totally fine. Just turn on the oven for your pizza so the timing is perfect. Oh, that'll be fun. I'm excited for you to get to eat some pizza tonight. Okay, well, I have a couple of reference photos. Let me show you this first one and I'll point out what I like about it to you. I'm not gonna try and build anything exact. Like, I'm not gonna try and recreate this. The thing that I liked about this house is that it's kind of a modern shape with like big modern windows and balconies, but it's also got like shingle wallpaper and it's like a little bit more like older looking, I guess, more traditional in some ways. That feels like something that's more attainable for me. You know, as a person who doesn't really build a lot of modern houses. I also really like how it has all the balconies. I think it's cool to have one on the roof. Like, we can see what we can do with that. I just don't know about the shape of this too much. I didn't really know if I liked that much. But then there's like a totally different vibe. There's like some of these like big modern like boxes and stuff. We can't really do a pool, which is kind of annoying, because we're on the beach lot. If we put it up high, maybe we can. We also need to have a rocket ship on the roof. I mean, we have a long list of things that we need to include in this build, which is also really complicating things. Like, I have a robot that needs a rocket ship. I would love for it to be on the roof because it's so funny. So I kind of want to do that. I also, in this generation, we're going to play as platonic life partners with our now human imaginary friend. So we need to have like 2 bedrooms for them. And then we're eventually going to have kids, so I need rooms for them. I need a room for Nina. I need a room for our parents. So like there's an interesting amount of Sims that we're gonna try and have live in here. So that should be interesting. Maybe it needs like 5 bedrooms. I don't know. Well, so the question, does the brother get a room too? This is the beauty of legacies. Oftentimes, if your oldest Sim is the heir, the room that is the brother's will then become our children's room when the brother moves out and the kids are born. So, you know, we have like extra bedrooms for various other Sims that are in the household, but like, you know, we don't need to have like the brother and 2 kids rooms. Like we could have 2 kids rooms and then, you know, you kind of move in and out. That's sort of like, that's always how I play my legacies though. You kind of have like the extra bedrooms are kind of like flex spaces. So am I gonna finish it today? There is absolutely no way to know that. There's absolutely no clue. I have no idea if we can pull that off. We'll see. We shall see. I would like to. That's my goal, but we don't know what the future holds. We also can't do a basement. He can't have a basement because you can't have basements on the beach lots. So us doing this on a beach lot really complicates things too, because you can't like, we don't have as much ability to change how the flooring, I don't know. What I mean to say is you can't have basements, you can't have pools in the ground. So you can do like above ground pools, but you can't do underground ones. Yeah, we talked about moving onto the shipwreck lot, but I kind of want to have a beach, like I kind of want to have water. So I'm considering this one, but we can always change this too. We can always like, you know, it's not like you start building it and you get stuck there. Like we could move it. I kind of like the idea of living on the water. I feel like it's a fun, really drastic change from us living on the mountain right now. Like, because we live in the cold part of Mount Komorebi, like this moving then to the beach is like the complete opposite. Beyond just living on like a beachy area, being literally on the beach is kind of a fun change. So, anyway, I feel like that kind of covers some of our concepts here. I don't know if that makes sense, but we might have to bulldoze this a couple times too. My legacy houses I'm really annoying about, and I apologize in advance. Okay, let me open a second OBS. She didn't like it when I pressed that button. Come on. There you go. Now it wants to. I want to record it so we can post it on YouTube, obviously. Is Nina going to be okay? Nina's lived in worse places and been okay, so we'll be fine here too. Don't worry. Don't worry. She's been through a lot, my robot. The house is gonna have to extend over the water, Amanda. There's no way. The house wouldn't be big enough if it was just in this space. Like, so it's gonna have to be partially onto the water too. It is the only way that we can pull this off. I'm also gonna save just now. There's nothing here, but then we have our stuff set up. Yeah, it thunderstorms like every single day. I know, but we've lived in other worlds that rain a lot too, so it's not like we haven't experienced this before. It's gonna be okay. I don't think that it's a reasonable thought to try and base where you live in The Sims on somewhere that never rains, because your options are very limited. Very, very, very limited, you know? Anyway, Bonus Mom, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. But she's gonna be okay. She's gonna be okay. It will be fine. We have been there and done that. I'm just gonna start trying to throw out some ideas and then we can go from there, you know? Okay. Yeah, and having like 1 season of constant rain versus 4 seasons of constant snow, you know, like it's, no matter what happens, it's gonna be an improvement compared to what we have right now. So, granted, the robot's not affected by the snow, but I am. So, it'll be nice for us to have this. Okay, I'm trying to decide. I think I kind of want to have this like neat L shape. Let's see what we can do. I know, it's like when like it finally becomes spring in Animal Crossing and you suddenly like have color again accessible to you. Like it like isn't only the snow anymore. That's what this feels like to me. It's like, wow, there's green. The plants have flowers. It's really something. It's quite the change from what we've been looking at so far recently. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this. Drag that out. I think that could be somewhat interesting. Are we building it backwards again today? Well, I don't know if that's necessarily, like, not in the same way that I normally would. Like, when I build things backwards because the lighting is bad, that's because I want to build the front first and then flip it around. In this case, I feel like this side is the more interesting and valuable side. So starting from the back with a beach house is sort of a different intention than like building it backwards on a regular house would be for me, you know? Because it's a beach house, we have like reason to build it that way. Okay, I don't really like that. Oh no, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger this way. Well, so the volcano lot is very small, Lily. I'm gonna have to answer this question like 50 times today, and I'm so sorry, chat. The volcano lot's only 30 by 20, so we're gonna build the restaurant on the volcano lot. And then we can have our house be on a bigger lot where we have more space because we have so many Sims and so many things that we need to have in there. Does that make sense? Okay, let's see what this looks like. I don't want to do a flat roof. I'm trying to see if we can make this not the most modern thing ever. I'm going to see if we can pull it off and have it be not completely flat. And maybe see like if we have like the shingle wallpaper and stuff. But I kind of want to have it not be completely flat this time around. But we can see how it goes. We can see how it goes. We might have to bulldoze it again. I kind of want to have like not like a true modern big white box with only glass walls kind of vibe. Like I kind of want to have a little bit more like traditionalness to it, because that's more like my preference with Sims builds anyway. And I think it'll look nice. So the restaurant can be a more modern style. I don't know. I haven't, honestly, you guys, I haven't thought about the restaurant yet. I don't know what it's gonna look like. We need to do this one step at a time, right? I feel like I'm not prepared to discuss the restaurant in depth yet. It's too early. We gotta get through this part first. Okay. Am I gonna bring the shark pond back? I would like to. It depends if we have enough space. That's part of the problem with the volcano lot is that it's too small. And like the lot that we have right now, there's not enough space for a shark pond on our current lot either. See, I think that looks kind of good. I think that looks kind of good. What about like from Horse Ranch? You see how this has like a little bit of the black accent to it? I wonder if that could be kind of cool. Is there a certain vibe or color scheme to the house? Sort of. We want it to be kind of orangey because the Sim who's going to live here is named Flame. But that's all I've got right now. I don't know if I like this part needs to be wider maybe then. I don't really want it to be wider though. I just feel like it looks better when it's two tile. You see how it's like the fence place is better? Hey, so do you think the house is big enough? There's a lot of space in here. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't have a Sim named Flame in Not So Berry. I had a Sim called Blaze in Not So Berry, which is a very similar situation, but technically his name was Blaze. Okay. Oh. That's right, I need to delete these one by one. Should I make this be like significantly smaller and have the... No, I think we need more space up there. Is it even gonna fit 5 bedrooms? It will. This will be fine. Don't worry. There's no reason to panic yet. We are still early into this. It will be fine. Okay, I might need to do the roof like more custom. Because then we can hide like stuff up here. This could be a room, and this can be how we access the rooftop terrace part that I wanted. Okay. Interesting. So we want to like completely redo this. Yeah, the spaceship could be up here on this part. That's kind of what I'm like feeling right now, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know if we're actually gonna want a spaceship that big or not. So we'll see. We shall see. Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, maybe the whole attic belongs to Nina, the robot, and she has like this whole space up here, including the like rooftop section for her stuff. I feel like that could be kind of a cool thing to do. It's like Nina's little attic apartment or something, you know? Can this get raised up? How does that... I feel like it's kind of noticeable that it's not completely even right there, but I think it looks better from the outside. Ooh. Yeah, in the pent horse that I built a long time ago, she had something kind of similar where she had like the top floor to herself. And it might not end up working out that she can have the entire top floor to herself. It kind of depends how much space we have, but it could be cool. All right, let me get the rocket ship so I don't forget. I was literally picturing having it be up here. Like that was the whole vision this whole time, is the rocket being all the way up high. Pent horse feels like last month, doesn't it? See, that's one of those things that's like kind of hard for me to wrap my head around and think about too. Like, what do you mean the pent horse was like ages ago at this point? How can that even be? Where does the time go? Maybe in the front, this can go out a little bit too. Oh. Okay, maybe if we figured out something else to go up there to cover it in the side, like maybe if there was some kind of little thingy. I don't know. This is weird. The front's gonna be a real pain for us to do. I kind of want to have like maybe I don't think I like this. I don't think I like it at all. I think it's like really heavy on this side too. So I feel like what we kind of need to do, maybe even make it, not to make it bigger, that's not gonna help the heaviness, but maybe we make it bigger and then we get like a little bit of a balcony too. That's on the floor. Oh no. Well, the longer this is, the more bedrooms we could probably fit in there. There's gonna be balconies in the front, don't worry. The front's not even touched yet. We're working on the back. We're working on the back and like kind of the sides. The front hasn't even begun to be started, so there's no need to worry about the front right now. We just haven't even done anything to it yet. Phew. You said phew. Do you really think that this is what I'm gonna leave the front looking like, you guys? Come on, you got no faith in me? We haven't even done it yet. Don't worry, don't worry. I haven't even touched it. Okay, annoyingly, this has to like stop. It won't be able to go all the way up to the end like how I want it to. That's interesting and fine, perhaps. Is this like a... Maybe I need to put a platform thingy on it. Because I'm making it a trim. Okay. Yeah, I wish the lighting was like a little bit better in the back. It's always in the shadows, but that's okay too. We shall figure that out. Maybe we make it a little bit smaller again. Yeah, I think it being that size is better. Okay. Sure. I feel like maybe this little bit, is that too much? I don't know. I think it looks okay like that. I feel like we do need to have something off to the side. I don't know what that is, but I think it might need to just be something like this, because then there's a little bit more roof. What's the goal for this challenge? Oh, I don't know how to answer that. I don't really have a goal in this legacy challenge. I guess the goal is just like to play a legacy challenge. Every generation kind of has its own goal. It's not like one overarching main thing. They're all kind of their own chaos vibes. I don't know. Something like that. I would say is the goal. I think that looks better. I could see that working. Maybe the goal is like to survive. I don't know. What do you think about adding even more balcony there? I feel like that could be good. I think we're getting somewhere now. Lots of outdoor space. What if this part went like way out? Or wait a minute. I had talked about trying to have like almost like a covered area for Nina, but now I'm wondering, can I make this have like a, maybe it goes down a little bit onto like a dock? Okay, higher up. Where? There. Slightly higher up. Slightly higher up again. I like it being tall anyway. I think that's kind of cool. Okay, so maybe there's like a dock that goes this way. And it takes you out to like some kind of, and we could also scoot this over so we have more beach on the side. Then there could be like a covered outdoor space, like like a bar or something. How high up? Maybe I should put it closer so I can get it to the right height. To the rocket ship. I guess it could be to the rocket ship. I was kind of planning on having the rocket be on the roof, because I think it's so silly to have the rocket on the roof. But maybe that's ridiculous. I don't know. Oh, why did that go lower? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe the hot tub could be out here. Or I guess that could just be like the covered grill and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I guess rocket ship in the middle of the ocean is also kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the best thing to do is. Can I steal this and get... You're a big fan of the ocean rocket? Really? I feel like... Oh, now I'm not sure what to do. Because I feel like I really liked it before. I think the back looks good. I think it looks so silly when there's a rocket on the roof. I don't know. I don't know. You like it on the roof? Oh, I guess... You know what else we need to have still is like a greenhouse situation. So maybe that could be what goes out here. Or we could just also just have plants. I don't know. We'll see. The house has gotten pretty big. Yeah, the rocket will add some height, which might be kind of interesting. I think we could benefit from that. Okay, let's get another balcony over here. I feel like the house needs as many balconies as possible. And I think that looks really cool, so. Yeah, okay. Wow. I think that's really pretty. Won't the balconies be too much? Now, see, now you think it's too much? I don't know what to do then. I don't think the balconies will be too much. I think the balconies are cool, and like appropriate for a house like this. And we also don't necessarily need to have a greenhouse. We could just have plants. I'm not really using the greenhouse as much, right, as I used to anyway right now. Do you want to scoot this all back, like, maybe put it there? Okay. Now we have to figure out how to do the front. We also haven't saved a single time, so that's a good point too. Okay, let me get some roof trim up here on all of the roof pieces. Pig-shaped floor plan. You think this looks pig-shaped? Other way around, like this? I'm still not getting pig. I feel like I'm still not getting pig with this one. Okay, balcony there. How does the front of this end up looking? Like, where does the front door go? Will you change the columns? No, I like the columns. Oh boy. I think the columns look cool. I understand you might not like them. That's fine. But I have a vision for this, okay? And I'm gonna stick to the columns that we're using right now. Yeah, chat sees Peppa Pig literally everywhere. I mean, maybe the front door of this could be right here. I don't know. How far over does it need to go to be even with that? That's no good, because we want it to be symmetrical if that's the case. I don't know. Yeah, so like, would we do some more columns into balcony thing up here. Yeah, I guess we're all being like haunted by Peppa Pig right now, huh? You can't escape it. Oh, that's too wide. Well, there you go. That also helps. It was too big before. Okay, something like that for now. I'm not sure what to do with this part yet. Is that Kyle Kyleson? Yeah, I was gonna use him as a test sim, so he's in the front yard right now. I'm gonna be honest, not to like do the same thing again, but there is a part of me that's like, what if we had a third floor balcony on the front? It can be a lot smaller, but this would give Nina a much bigger bedroom up here. I just don't really know if it's a good idea to have like it replicated from the front, but, or from the back. But maybe it would look cute. I think that helps with adding more dimension to the front of it. And then we don't need to put, obviously we don't need to put like a rocket ship up here, but it can just be a balcony. Yeah, and then Nina's apartment's a lot bigger. Like she actually has room for probably a bedroom and the nectar she wants, so. Okay, I feel like that's actually really promising. I do have reason to want to put even more of these. This is cool because like every single room gets its own balcony this way. It's a lot of fencing, but I think that's realistic for a house like this, you know? This is gonna be interesting. But yeah, this is the kind of like fancy house where almost every room would have a balcony. So, what side do you think is better to be the front entrance? This has a wider staircase if we put it on this half. I almost like this side better as the front. Now that we have it built up, I feel like that looks cooler. Okay. Interesting. Another rocket on the roof. You know what? I feel like the build's missing. A second rocket ship. I feel like you're so right about that. I feel like that's what we need the most. Why? Oh, look at that. The staircase. Did you see how for a second there it didn't have this end piece on it? Okay, well, the reference photo that we liked, it actually had like a stone base and then it had shingles, like a shingle roof texture everywhere. I don't know what the best thing for us to do is. I do think that maybe having this part be open could be nice with the stilts. Can we see the reference photo? It's not gonna help you because it doesn't look anything like it. But yes, I can show you again. This isn't gonna be like, you aren't gonna see this and think like, oh yeah, I can see the house in it. It looks pretty different. I mean, some parts of it are similar, I guess, but we're not gonna build this exactly, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. You see it? Okay, that's good. I'm glad you can see it. Okay, I'm gonna have this have a ceiling. We'll make this like a nice covered space. Okay. Spandrels. Sure. Fencing. Oh my gosh. Okay, I guess this needs to be more columns. Silly me. It looks better like this anyway, because it's in line with the floor bits. But That looks like a lot of lines, you know? A lot of lines happening. Are we fencing it all off so Nina can't fall in? Like, that's kind of the intention a little bit, yeah. I think this needs to be a bit bigger. Okay. I think that takes up a lot of room on the lot, too. Which is kind of what I had hoped for. Okay, well, I was envisioning myself using, and maybe it ends up being like the Get Famous one, I don't know. Ugh, never mind. I was hoping I could have like, I want it to be like this wallpaper, but in like an orange. But Cats and Dogs doesn't have that either. It only has beige. And that's not really the energy that I'm trying to go for. It's like beige or blue. But I don't really want it to be that either. I think that's like really busy looking. I don't know. Growing Together has one, but the Growing Together one is like, it's more of a wood color. I don't know if it's too much or not. I mean, maybe it's fine, I don't know. I just look at that and I worry that it's too much. Someone in chat literally said, yikes. They said, yikes. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Okay, Get Together. I'm gonna try and put some edge columns first. Let me get some of these in, and maybe we'll have our minds changed once we have more. It wouldn't be the whole thing either. We would mix in some other wallpapers. It's just, it would be like, I kind of want it to be a majority of it, so. Okay, columns, 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 columns. Columns. Oh no. And there'll be a lot of windows on it too, and that's gonna help as well, because the windows will like break up all of the color. Like windows and sliding doors, you know? That definitely helps make a difference. I don't really like that still, but let me save. Okay. Why the rocket? Because it's for my Legacy Challenge house. We need one. My Sims need a rocket pretty bad. I'm liking the front of this though, honestly. Maybe we should just try and get some windows. Before we pick the colors, maybe we do try and pick the windows. Because that'll break it up a little bit more like we talked about. Do you think that this should be medium wall height too? On the second floor? I hadn't originally planned on that, but maybe it could be cool. No, I think smaller was better, okay? I wish that we had, the reason that I was saying that is because in terms of like sliding doors, I want to be able to use like a big wide one, and they aren't the same. Like the base game one and this one are slightly different, so we have the island living ones, but they don't come in medium, so we can't use that for like the lower floor. You can do it here, but then this is too short, so you probably want to make this shorter as well. So, anyway. Both medium looks nice. Well, let's just look, I guess we can just look at it a little bit more. This is the thing. You're never stuck with any of this stuff. So we can just look at it a little bit longer and then see how we feel as we get more into it. there's like a level of us needing to just build more stuff for it first, you know? Nope. That helps to break this up. And then we have like some little things like that. Maybe that could be good too. Could you stack windows on top to make the short door look taller? Well, here's the thing. People always suggest this to me. Whenever I talk about like the door being the like thing being too short, they're like, oh, just put windows on top. But the thing is, I have never once, I've tried, because it comes up every time I complain about this, and it's been years because we used to not even have a wider one. But every time I feel like people say it and then I try and do it and I never like how it looks. Like no matter what I do, I don't like it with any windows that doesn't line up right. It's just, I've tried a bunch of different window types. I feel like I never like how it looks like that. And I don't know. I know I'm being like a little bit dramatic about it, but I just feel like I've never really been a fan of doing that. I think the part of the biggest problem for me, it's not like I think it's because the different windows from different sets have like different colors, like the shade of white is different. It's like two different swatches of white. One of them is like shiny, one of them is wood, and then it just looks so different. Like the color is never matching right. And I think that's hard on me. I think I'm gonna use Seasons windows because these have like the black accent, which is kind of what we had wanted. Yeah, Eco Lifestyle has sliding doors. We were looking at those, but they don't come in medium wall height, Janet. That's the problem with the Eco Lifestyle ones, is the lack of the medium wall height. What about Horse Ranch? Like Horse Ranch windows? I guess it could be. They're a little bit smaller. So I don't know. Medium height doors. I'm trusting the process, but to me it doesn't look peachy. Maybe a different roof texture. Guys, I haven't even done the roof yet. This is the default roof texture. This is like, it's the equivalent of like this wallpaper. Like, maybe a different wallpaper would be nice, yeah, but we haven't done it yet. So don't worry, we're gonna change it. We're gonna change it. That's just the default. We haven't touched it yet. We haven't really done the wallpaper yet either, so. We're trying to put in some windows to break up the wall first, and then we're gonna put in the wallpaper again, okay? So, one thing at a time, chat. We're gonna get there. No, you're not tall enough. Maybe add some furniture. Hey, you know what could be nice is if there was like something inside of the house. No, it's a valid point. The roof does look ugly, but that's because I haven't done it yet. So that's why it looks like that, because we haven't done it yet. It's just the default. The Get Famous door, I don't know. And the Get Famous door that's bigger, I don't know if I like it. This one has like the black on it. I've never really used this one before. This is Businesses and Hobbies. That's very modern, which I don't really like. But it is big, so. I kind of want to have like, from Seasons. Maybe I will use this one on the balconies. I don't know if I like that. I can't tell. This is very difficult, this game. Let me get a couple more lights over there too. Would it then... Oh no. I feel like we need to have some kind of like overhang or like something in the front of this. I just don't know what that would be. Maybe it comes down to us having like a metal roof that matches that, and then we like go from there. I don't really like this with this color, but you know, just so we can visualize it a little bit more. I think it looks weird with this door. Maybe it needs to be shorter. Maybe everything needs to be shorter. It just looks so tiny. We can use those ones. Do the seasons door for all outside doors. What, this one too? Do you think it looks weird when it's like stacked up this same thing 3 times in a row? It might be like a matter of maybe there's no balcony door to this balcony. Yeah, this is why I don't think we can do it like that. I don't know. I don't know. I need to look at that a little bit more. It's just kind of wide, but I feel like it needs to be. Eco lifestyle doors, maybe the big sliding ones. These are the eco lifestyle ones. So this is the thing. In terms of medium height sliding glass doors, the base game has a big one, right? And we were looking at that before and having like the base game one on the base level and then the eco lifestyle one up there. I'm just frustrated by how they're different colors. Like this one has, I don't know if you can see, but there's like a light wood in it and then like a super stark white. This is kind of like a grayish white. So they're different colors, which really annoys me to use them together. That's why I was kind of trying to avoid it. I'm not really ever a huge fan of it doing that to me. But I guess they are like split up a little bit more, so maybe it's not too bad. I just have a hard time with that, so. What's the point of a balcony with no door to it? Not trying to be rude, just never understood it. Well, the thing is, right, sometimes there's like fake looking balconies, like those Juliet style balconies and stuff, or maybe you can like open like the window big, but you can't actually step out there because it's too small. Sometimes it's just a stylistic choice. Maybe this isn't actually like structurally sound, you can't stand on it, but they made it look like a balcony from afar because it looks nicer on the outside. That kind of thing happens in real life sometimes. And in this house in particular, there are a million balconies. So if we lost one of them, it's not really the end of the world. So it would be okay if one of them was not accessible, just because we have so many that are. And it looks good from the outside. So sometimes you gotta do things that look good in The Sims just because it looks good. Oh boy, this wallpaper is so horrifying. Okay. We can work with that. I think I need to paint the walls back plain because I actually can't look at it like this. It's making me like... This whole thing is very confusing. It'll be on the gallery. Yeah, I put all my bills on the gallery. I just, not yet, obviously, because it's not done. But when it is done, it will go on the gallery. I think maybe there could be like a little door to these two. That does mean this room's gonna have access to this humongous balcony, but maybe that would look good. And then we can have it be like all the way across, you know? I guess you could use the high school years window that you can climb through. That high school years window looks a little bit different. I don't know if it has, yeah, it doesn't have like a black and white color combo. But I do feel like that looks kind of good with the window space like that. We would do something similar down here too. Why does Nina's balcony have a different cord than the other balcony? I'm not sure I understand what you mean. They're the same, like, wallpapers and stuff, are they not? Okay, oh, this needs to go up just a little bit more. Oh, a different door. I see. Oh, okay, door. Typo, makes sense. It's got a different door because I didn't want to have a sliding glass door up there. I want to have this part have sliding glass doors, but not all of it. When you said cord, I thought they meant like the fence. When they said cord, I was thinking like the fence railing as a cord. But yeah, typo. Autocorrect will do weird things to you. I did it on purpose. I want to have a variety of different doors, I guess. Let's see if we can use these again too. So they can go out there maybe. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. I don't want the stilt foundation. I kind of want this foundation down there. Like that, yeah. It's giving hotel vibes. Yeah, it kind of is. It does have like a hotel energy to it. I can see that. Okay, maybe I will use these ones back here again. I don't know, that's like too samey. Maybe not. You know what else we could possibly do that I would prefer is the seasons door. I love this one. To me, that's like so cute. Maybe it doesn't need to be on that side, it can just be on this side. Okay. I think I'll use those in the front. Should I use those right here in the front too? Cool. Thought I was gonna put big modern windows. We have kind of a mix. We have kind of a mix. Isn't that fun to do a mix? Looks like a more like contemporary house to me, having a mix of windows. Something they might do realistically in real life, you know? Okay. Let's try something like that. Maybe I'll make this have a bit more of an overhang just so it looks better and fits nicer. We might have to change those up. It depends how the floor plan goes together. Same as over here. Like, I'm not really sure what to do with that yet until we've done more of the floor plan. I really, like, honestly, you guys, I'm really having a hard time with the medium wall height. It would be so much easier to, like, just match the doors. You know, and have it be all the same instead of having it be tall like this, because it's like the mismatch of it is really throwing me off. But I feel like it looks better. I don't know. It's bothering me so much, the mismatch heights. I feel like it looks kind of like squished now. It's just so hard to like get them to fit how I want them to. I don't know. It's the doors. It's not like an issue with the medium wall height. It's an issue with the doors and like me feeling like the doors don't fit there. That's the problem. We need like more doors. If we had more size variety of like the doors, if they gave me like more sets of them that had more options, it would all be fine. Okay. Yeah, we want this part to be a balcony too. Should I do the sliding glass doors there? Yeah, I kind of wish that like every door had a medium height equivalent, you know? Doesn't necessarily need to have tall as well, but like we needed like more of a mix of doors that have tall and medium options. Okay, copy this over, put it here. That's good. The island living door is short wall height, Jaden, so it won't fit here because it's also short wall height. It's like the island living door is the exact same size as this one, like exact same size. Only difference is it has more like lines in it. It's like 4 lines instead of only 2. Oh boy, this is really expensive. I don't know how we're gonna pull this off. Should I get these like even wider? Oh, that looks much better, I think. It being wider like that. Okay. I can see that working. Door's a little bit on the small side. I also need to replace these with the medium ones again because I keep going back and forth on them. Because I can't decide what I want. Yeah, this is the right budget, Bella. I mean, not technically. We have like probably close to 140,000 simoleons, I would say, all things considered when I start selling stuff. And I gave us 100,000. So we actually have more than it looks like we have, but I like to start smaller. I find that it's more helpful for me to like give myself a lot of wiggle room than to let myself like go all in and spend whatever, you know? So we've kind of intentionally start smaller with the budget, Snorn, with the budget is what I'm trying to say. Like my Sims have more money than this, but I'm not letting them use it all right now. It's just, it's good to have a buffer. Plus I want to build a restaurant, so it's okay. We can leave a couple of the bedrooms unfurnished because we don't really have kids yet, so some stuff like that can happen. I'm gonna leave these walls blank until we've done the floor plan. Oh, I need to put this back. Okay. No, it's a massive build. I didn't mean that the house was starting smaller. The budget was starting smaller than what we have. We have more money than I gave myself. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. bb.show live edit objects. Show hidden objects. I should have started with that one first, huh? This is my OG Nightmare Legacy. Yeah, the one that I've been playing with for a couple years on YouTube. This is the one we've been playing. Island living. Okay. We need to get like probably a bunch of palm trees. I think a bunch of them will really help us. Is that the debug one? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Gotta like cover up the house a little bit with it. Wasted, thank you for the gifted subs. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. This one costs money. I'm gonna try the one that does not cost money. Only problem is to use that one, it's gonna float, so I guess not. I love island living and how I can't do what I want with the landscaping on these beachy lots. Isn't that so nice and helpful? Okay, put this like that. Okay, please, 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 please in there. Yeah, Island Living has some really good debug landscaping. I'm with you on that. Island Living's debug is so nice. It's hard with these like beach lots and the fact that you have to have a foundation. It really complicates things. because I can't like delete it like I normally would to give myself more control over the height of it. Okay, how about that? That's as far over as it can get. Oh, but that's good. That's what I want. Okay, perfect. Okay. That works. Alex, this isn't a good month for Among Us right now. A bunch of people are traveling a bunch this month. My friend Shella's going on her honeymoon this month. People have a lot of stuff going on. It's just, you know how sometimes like people are just more busy than usual. This is one of those times where it's more busy than usual. So we don't have plans to play Among Us this month, kind of on purpose, because it's just like there's too much going on, you know? Too much going on. Okay, I can see this working. Maybe I'll have this go out a little bit more. I like it being a little bit bigger. No. Yeah, we'll figure out a day, Ellie. I don't have it scheduled yet, but we're gonna do a reading stream for sure. I promised that I would, so I will. I just don't know what day yet. I have to figure it out still. Let's do orange because this is like Flame's house, right? So. Oh, I don't know the answer to that yet either. People keep asking me like, how many more Stardew streams will you do in that save before you start a new one? Because you got perfection. I don't know how many exactly. There's a few things that I still want to do. So probably a handful more streams. I just don't like, I couldn't be like, it's going to be 3. I don't know. We'll have to kind of play it by ear as we are playing and like to see how much longer it takes us to finish the other things that I wanted to finish. And then we can decide, but I don't know, like off the top of my head I couldn't give you a number because it's just gonna kind of depends, I guess, if that makes sense. Just move that out of the way so I can make this a little bit wider. I kind of want this to come out more so I can use a bigger tree. What if we put a palm tree like, I don't know, what about right in the center of it? What do you think about that? We could probably do some taller palm trees on the other sides then. Is it possible to have one of Flame's kids called Peppa as a nod to Pepper since Flame is owning a restaurant? I don't know. It is something that has come up before. The trouble is, I don't really want to be associated to Peppa Pig, so I don't know about that. I don't know. Okay. They're saying too late for that. Too late for that. I'm like living my own nightmare right now. How does that look? Oh, that I think is kind of pretty. Well, no, so what they were saying, Katie, is that I already had a sim called Pepper Bell many years ago in this legacy who was a chef back in the day. Her name was Pepper Bell. So they're telling me that I should name a sim Peppa Bell as like a nod to that. But I don't really want to nod to Peppa at all. You know? But we could use the same name again. We wouldn't want them to be the heir because that would really confuse people. Have the same name for an heir twice. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't thought about that Sims kids' names yet too much. We'll have to start thinking soon, but I have a couple of ideas more like themed after a new generation than themed after like the old. I kind of like, I have some thematic ideas for like what the future gen would do as a job, which obviously wouldn't be related to cooking because we're already doing that. So, island living. Okay. Why not just Bell? You know, like Bell Pepper? Well, because their last name is Bell. So that's the joke, is that we had the sim Pepper Bell already, who was like the legacy heir. And we've also already had a sim named Bell as well. So we're like 17, almost 18 gens into this chat. So a lot of the ideas that you're having, we've already done because we've been playing for so long. We've kind of like been there and done a lot of this stuff, like between like all the legacy heirs and also like the legacy heir siblings, the spares, if you will. We've tried a lot of these things already. So okay. Oops. You don't recall Jingle? I don't know if you're kidding or not. But Jingle is our current heir. Jingle is the mom of the sim who's gonna live in this house that we're building. So Jingle's gonna live here too. Because this is Jingle's child's house. Okay. Yeah, it's very difficult with the foundations, isn't it? To get these in the right place. No, I don't like those. I misplaced an outdoor lamp on the back left downstairs porch. Those look like the same height to me. Sometimes when you see them from like an angle, they look like they're at different heights when they actually are the same height, which can be kind of confusing, I know. It's the distance from the door, not the height. Oh, this one's too far over. I see, okay, that makes more sense. Sorry, almost every time someone brings up like those things, they're talking about the height of it. And it's almost always the same height, but they're looking at it and they can't tell because it looks like it's like sloping or something, but it's just like the angle of the build. So usually when people say that, it's always about the height. And I'm like, it's not, they're the same height. So sorry that I assumed. That's just what comes up the most often. Okay. This one's good. That can also go back there in that corner. Okay, this one. Even palm trees with lights. Oh, I guess we could possibly try and do a little bit of that too. There's like the new one from the event. If we wanted to put that in. I don't know. Part of me is like, oh, we should have them like on either side of the staircase, but I feel like it's a little bit too much. I can't tell. Yeah, it actually lights up, see? I can't decide if I like that or not. I also hate how short this door is. It's making me upset. This pains me. No, I can't be live until 7 p.m. That's why I went live early, Clear Glossy. I've got an appointment at 5:45. So it's currently 3:13. So I'll be live until like probably a little bit before then. Okay, island living. This is me trying to kill time so I don't think about it too much. That's where we're at right now. Shrubs, flowers, I wish that this could be orange. I know we can do it in like a reddish color, but I can't decide if I like that or not. I want to do something else. Jungle adventure. Ugh. I use this one a lot. And this has like that orange and yellow kind of vibe. So maybe that could be nice. We had Tinkerbell, yeah, too. I'm seeing there's a lot of good ones in chat that like Campbell did that one. And then there's some that like I don't really want to do. Like people say Dumbbell a lot, and I just don't really like the idea of naming a sim Dumb. People say Adora a lot. I already had Dory kind of for the same reason, adorable. So yeah, it's like a lot of names that we've. So I'm not like ignoring you, chat. It's just that, you know, we've been doing this for so long that a lot of these things. We had Barb Bell already, Spicy. Barb is actually still alive because she's a vampire. She's from years and years and years ago, but she never died because she's a vampire. So we have Barb Bell. Anyway, we've been through a lot over the years with these people. Don't like that one. What do you think? I feel like I need to get some more colorful stuff in, but I don't know what it would be. Oh, these ones might be okay. These things have been kind of carrying my legacy builds because they come in so many colors. Oops. Okay. What do you think about that there? I think we're getting somewhere with it. You've been trying to sell your turnips for 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, I didn't buy any turnips this week. Probably for the best for myself. Yeah, I don't have any right now. Okay, I just asked Dan, by the way, chat, because I saw some people asking if he was going to be live, and he said yes. So, there you go. Dan will, in fact, be streaming. He's going to villager hunt. Wait, let me actually check that. You are villager hunting, right? I just assumed that he was going to villager hunt. I don't actually know if he is. I just like told people he was, but he said, okay, he is. He is going to villager hunt, so there you go. That answers that question. Yeah, he's still looking for pate. He still has not yet found pate. After all this time, he's still going. Okay. I'm sorry, Veronica. I probably shouldn't even talk about this right now, you guys, but I'm kind of mentally in the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. So I last minute booked an appointment today, so that hopefully I can see someone today. So I'm gonna cry. And they only at 5:45, so that's why I'm live now. I'm trying to not think about it, and think about. No, I brought it up, so now you can't not think about it. But anyway, it's just, you know, I found an appointment today, so that's where we're at. But yeah, that's why I'm not streaming later. I'm streaming now, so I can stream beforehand, because nothing's going according to plan. Nothing is going according to plan right now, but we're working on it multiple times a week. Oh geez. Anyway, yeah. Okay, I don't like that one. Never mind, not that one. I keep trying to use those and I never like how they look. We could try this one. This has like a bit of a reddish color to it, but that could be good too. Let's try this one over here. Does it look too weird sized up? I feel like the landscaping needs it, you know? Because it's a good filler thing. Okay, yeah, I feel like that does look good sized up. And it's like a different shade of green, which is nice. So it kind of like breaks it up a little bit more. But then also has a pink flower to it. Filler, if you will. Get it, Phil? Like the Animal Crossing villager. That's so silly. Yeah, the plants from Island Living are so good. I always think they look nice whenever I use them. I think we need something else back here. There needs to be maybe something right there. It doesn't have to be anything that's colorful. It could just be like a Polly, I've been in therapy for a while now, so I don't really need advice there. I'm working, like I said, I'm working on it, so I'm working on it. Anyway, I shouldn't have brought it up. I shouldn't have answered it. I am feeling like a lot of guilt. I think that's why, to be honest, I probably shouldn't even stream today. I know I promised I was gonna do this legacy build today, and then I've got like hundreds of people being like, I was looking forward to this, and I missed it because you're live early. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, wow, I really didn't mean to have like a little meltdown on stream. I'm trying to lock in. I feel so embarrassed. I shouldn't have talked. I've spoken too much. Oh my god. Okay, let's talk about something else. I think this is looking nice, landscaping-wise. It definitely needs wallpaper, obviously. Oh, maybe it's too much. Maybe I should have, like, had it stop there. And then maybe it should just be over into the corner, too. I struggle so much with the landscaping on these. I feel like it was looking a little bit too busy, but maybe it's better like this, too. I don't know. We need to change the staircase. I have some island living stairs that we can use that are more open. Well, these ones are from Adventure Awaits. But I think that looks good for a thing that could go on a dock, because it's going to be like a wood paneling thing, you know? Okay. Flare the stairs. Somebody tried telling me, they're like, Kayla, you didn't know this, but, you can flare the stair. I don't know how to flare them when they're on here. This is what I didn't know how to do. They were like, you can flare them and then move them back, but I don't think that I don't think that you can. So it says it's incompatible with terrain constraint stair. So I don't think that we can do that. I thought that you couldn't do it on these lower heights, but then somebody was telling me that I could. But maybe it's because of the beaches on the sand. I don't know. It might be like a sand problem. There's a lot of stuff that you can't do on the beaches. But that might be one of them. Can only curve it one click. I feel like that's what I just did, didn't I? Yeah. I think it's the terrain. I mean, it literally is saying it's incompatible with terrain constraint stair, so that must be it. That is what it is trying to tell us. So, it makes sense. Okay, wood flooring. I don't know if I want this to be all white or not, but I kind of do. We'll see how this looks once we've put it in. We are gonna run out of money. And we'll have, it won't be white, like the actual house itself won't be white, which will be nice. That splits it up a little bit more too. Okay, okay, okay. Luckily we don't need to have any landscaping back there. So, thought they're rich. They are, but this is an expensive house. It's big already. What pack is the orange bush next to the, oh, the one next to the orange bush. This thing is actually Island Living Debug, if you wanted to use it. So it's from Island Living, but it's in the debug from Island Living. The spaceship's on the roof. No, I don't think it's the columns, the fence, or the mailbox in the way of the staircase. It's literally telling us that it's a constrained like elevation problem, which is exactly what it means when there's a terrain problem. That's like, did I say constraint? Like I'm playing The Sims 3. They said it was a terrain elevation problem, which is what is happening with the island. Lots of the beach lots can't do things like that, so. That's normal. Okay. Let's paint the walls. We have a rocket because my robot is trying to become an astronaut. What if we use like the Enchanted by Nature wall? No, I won't do that. I won't do that. Yeah, that's a really unhinged sentence, by the way. We can't do it because, or we have, sorry, we have a thing because of my robot. Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. We have like bright orange. I don't think I want that. I still want the shingles. I was so excited about the idea of the shingles, but I just don't like them. Can we look at the cats and dogs beige ones again? Maybe get like a mixture of some paneling in there too. I just feel like the beige is kind of boring, but I would like for it to be orange. If I could have it be like an orange color, I would, but we just don't have that, so. Can I make the roof a little bit darker? Oh yeah, that's not that dark. I thought it was gonna be way darker, but that's not actually that much darker, so that's better. That matches everything a little bit more nicely. Why orange? Because my Sim's name is Flame. Flame Bell, like flammable. I think that matches the things perfectly. Like it matches the window bits perfectly, so. It does kind of look like classic beach house vibes, this color, so that's not bad. That is not a bad thing. And we could also maybe have like, what if there was like some paneling on the lower level? Do those look weird together? I think those do look kind of weird together. It needs to be a more similar color. What about this one? I don't think I want it to be white. I feel like the white is too plain. I don't like this texture. I think that's too plain. You don't like the mixed textures, really? I sort of thought the mixed textures were a good thing to help us split up the space a little bit more. Has she tried red? Well, there's not red shingles. And you all know I hate red. It's like, it really is difficult for me to use red with any build ever in this game. That's a hard sell for me. We were looking at this shingle before, because that's a little bit more orangey, but it's like the texture's a bit much and a bit harsh. So we could also maybe have some stone, if we wanted to try a little bit of that too. I'm thinking about the one from Growing Together. Ew. It would have to be like only there. And maybe also on this part. I don't know if that's too much though. Let me go back to this siding, because I like the texture on this siding better. I think it looks cooler to have a little bit more to it. I don't know if I want to make the bottom part orange stucco. I don't really, like, here's the thing. The game is really lacking in orange. So any, like, orange stucco is still going to be, like really orange. Which I don't know if I think looks good. I like the thicker planks better, but I don't know if I like how it looks with the upper one, because they're kind of different colors. Businesses and Hobbies kind of has an orange color. It's not really muted though. That's like a pretty peachy bright color. I just don't really like the stucco. I think the stucco is too flat. Like I'd prefer for it to have a little bit more texture. And again, this is why we were talking about before using like the Git growing together. We were talking about before the, there it is. We had looked at like this color or this color. And I suppose that you could do something like that. I just feel like this is very dark. And that's hard for me to use. I don't know if I like it. It might be more of a beachy vibe. I don't know. And we can try and paint like a bunch of the front of the house with it so we can see it better if you want, but you think it looks good? Okay, that's so confusing because everybody said it looked bad before. But okay. Okay. I really want to use the shingles. The shingles are important to me. I understand you might not agree, but I really like the shingles, so. Yeah, it's got more texture, which is also nice, I guess. Paint this side. Okay, what if I used on just this upper part some more of the wood, like in the middle? I do like that. And that splits it up a little bit, tiny bit more, which is good too. Do we still want this stuff or no? I can't really tell. Maybe it would be better to have a different kind of foundation. Like maybe, oh no, I don't like that. We're not gonna have a greenhouse. We're not gonna have a greenhouse. We had one before, but I don't think I want to have one now. So there will not be a greenhouse in this build. I don't really, here's the thing about the Adventure Awaits Foundation. I think that doesn't look as good. I like how this one has like the gray and the beige in it. I don't really want to use the mossy one. I think the mossy one is like too mossy. But I don't really know what else to add in. Maybe we could try a little bit more landscaping and like another tree. Okay. Us trying to do these just so we can have like some more greenery. Outdoor retreat one's still your favorite? Yeah, I like the outdoor retreat one too. I just wish that I had a white trim at the top. Like if there was like a line at the top. But there isn't, so. I think this will be fine. Let's try and do the floor plan. Oh, cat's screaming. Let's try and do the floor plan, then we can come back to more of the exterior. So this is the inside. What, Wormy? Do you want to come sit with us? Yes, no? Are you confused? What? She's saying hello. I'll probably use a different stair. I just want to have, oh, I'm on the wrong floor. I just want to have like a staircase placed so that we can visualize it a little bit more. Maybe this door goes away because I might have this whole thing be open to the downstairs. Don't worry, there's gonna be like you know, rooms in here, so this will split up, but I think that has a lot of potential for it to be open like this. We can even try and do like a little curve. Again, it won't be this staircase. I'm just putting it there so we can see. We gotta do the floor plan, so. Maybe it's better for the staircase to be over here. No. No. Yeah, she's not wearing the cone right now because the vet said that if she wasn't touching it as much, or really at all, she could stop wearing it. The thing is, right now, she's not touching it, but it is like a really nasty scab. Thankfully, she, again, isn't messing with it, but we're kind of just waiting on it to see if it heals up. She might need to wear it again. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But right now, because she's not touching it, she gets to have no cone, so that's good. That is a bonus for her. I was thinking I might try and close that off. I don't know. I'm not sure what side is best. I feel like usually it's better to have the staircase a little bit more central if it can be done. Okay. So ridiculous floor plan situation. I'm gonna hate doing the windows inside of those rooms, but well, yes, obviously scabs take some time to heal. I just haven't shown you what her thing looks like. It's not just a scab. She has a cancerous mass on her body, so you know, scabs take time to heal, but this scab in particular, I fear will maybe not ever heal. We just don't want it to be as like open of a wound, which it isn't right now. It's kind of calming down a little bit. But yeah, obviously it takes time. It's just been a few weeks already, and you know. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, what about... Oh, careful. Sorry, Snap. Let me move these over a little bit more. I'm thinking that maybe there could be a bathroom situation in there. Maybe the hallway could become a little bit bigger. No, that looks bad. Do you think it looks okay how it is? I don't really like this L shape for a bedroom. I've never really been the biggest fan of stuff like that. Oh, maybe this is better. Careful, Snap. Can I move you so I can use the keyboard? It's okay for this to be a weird shape, because this could be like the primary bedroom, and then they could have the ensuite bathroom, you know? Okay. Well, this doesn't work anymore with how we did this. We could probably do it like that, and there's at least one. But yeah, I guess I want the primary bedroom to be, maybe this is the primary bedroom instead. And this is just a regular bedroom, and then it has a Jack and Jill bathroom. Okay. Not to make the hallway even larger, but maybe we make the hallway even larger. That's a really large bedroom. That one could be Nina's. Oh no, Nina was gonna have the upstairs bedroom to herself though, wasn't she? Oh. Your stream crashed? What the heck? It doesn't look like anything changed on my end. I didn't do anything. Everything's in the green on my end. I don't know why that happened. It might be like a Twitch server problem. But yeah, on my end, nothing has changed. I didn't do anything. Okay, let's get like a big primary bathroom right here. And maybe it gets even bigger. I don't know. That's good. Primary bedroom, primary bathroom. We need to get some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bedrooms. Oh my. Okay. I think I need to rework how this side looks. And we gotta figure out the staircase to the top floor. That's why this is like all in the wrong. This is why I'm like feeling like I need to do it again, because I kind of want to have stairs. Probably not there. What happens if I have stairs like over here? Cool, roof clipping. I love that. Do it in like 3 pieces. And then this would go... What the? Why is that all broken? What roof is on there that's causing that? That doesn't matter, we can hide it. It's fine. Yeah, we can just close this off, like, we can make that all look normal. Okay, I would probably have this be skinnier though. Oh no. Maybe it won't be skinnier. It is not a residential rental. No, it's just a regular one. Is the side roof meant to be like that? I don't understand what you mean by side roof. You think the roof that I did is weird? Okay. Or do you mean this roof clipping? This is only clipping because I haven't put the walls in yet. If you're talking about this, once there's walls in, it won't clip anymore. It's gonna be fine. It's just clipping right now because I still haven't done the walls. It's because this is open. That's just how, you know how The Sims is. I forgot that it was clipping inside again. Because when I deleted the walls inside, it started clipping again. That's absolutely no problem. Okay. I can't think. Maybe I will make this smaller because it might be better for the floor plan. Or maybe we could have it like curve around like that. I don't know. Okay. More bathrooms. This one could be a nice big bedroom. That's good. That could be like the grandparents' room and their ensuite bathroom. So this room can belong to Jingle in here. And then we have one kid's room there. This is the primary bedroom. That's another kid's room there. It's a lot of like staircases. I guess this could be like the brother's room. I don't know. Lights clipping inside. Should I make it bigger? It's a lot of, the hallway is very big. I don't really know if I like that too much. But it's 5 bedrooms, which should be enough. Well, I mean, I guess this will be Flame's room. This will be Randy's. This is the parents. This is the brother's future baby. The brother and the babies will, like, you know, we'll have the kids will use these 2 rooms, and then Nina's upstairs. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, no worries. No worries. Should I put it like that? I feel like this kind of looks weird, but... This one? Yeah, I guess there's a lot of hallway, which is nice because we have a lot of family photos. So the more hallway we have, the more photos we can put inside. And that's also good. That can curve a little bit. That is pretty. Okay. And then we can have it only on the right side so it's not weird. Okay. What if there was... Snap, you're kind of like... What if you went and sat in your cat cam? That might be good. What do we got? Cat cam. Maybe there could be like a little bathroom. Oh. I'm wondering if we could have this part enclosed. That's like a bathroom for everybody. It's almost a little bit much. But then I guess this could be nice in terms of there being a bathroom here because this is Randy's room, so then they get an ensuite bathroom still. And then the kids will share this bathroom. That feels like it's okay to me. And then Nina has a bedroom space upstairs. Doesn't even need a bathroom. You know, this can be Nina's room. Just in here. No bathroom necessary because it's a robot. Okay, and then we have like a nice upstairs hangout open area. I don't know. Something like this. Okay. I feel like that's reasonable. I like that we have a little entryway in the front too. It's kind of nice that it's separate. Yeah, Nina's room goes directly out to her rocket, which is nice. And she's got 2 balconies. That's also nice for Nina. Okay. Downstairs. So we want to have an office. We need a living room. We're not going to have enough money to furnish this whole house. But that's fine. That is totally and completely fine. What if you enter directly into the dining room, like right here? We could possibly get ourselves like some nice big opening things, you know, like column. It's a lowball amount, Christine. We probably have closer to like 65K left. But we don't have a lot of money left, no. We don't have a ton left. Okay, I think I am actually gonna use this flooring everywhere. I love this flooring. I think it's so beautiful. So I'm gonna put it all around. That's not enough? No. No, it's not. But it's gonna be okay. We're gonna work through it. It'll be fine. No, I don't know if I like that anymore. This area is like so big. I also feel like maybe this is better to become the office instead, because this has its like own private balcony. It's like easier to have the public space be off of this area where everybody can access it. And maybe we could have laundry right here. And there's just like some little hallway space or something. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if the kitchen could be like over here. Like, I'm wondering about the kitchen being, this won't be these counters, but like what if it was sort of like this, and then there could be an island in the middle of it. You know, it could be a really big island too. Then what, do we put the dining room like over this way? Let me delete these. Oh, okay. just delete the whole house, why don't you? Why not? Okay, this is bad news, how this is all laid out. I feel like I need it to be a hallway again. I almost feel like this needs to be like an art studio and then something else. But then this kitchen, that's too far away from everything else. I guess it could be a gym. I want my sim to be really involved in pottery making, so we could have that, and then we could have a gym. I could see that. And maybe there could be like a breakfast nook, like small dining table situation in here. And then we put the dining room and the big living room over this way. More open. If the studio and the kitchen switch. I don't really want it to be like, I don't like the windows in here for the kitchen. That's why I wasn't doing it. I don't know if that makes sense, but outside dining. Well, there's gonna be like an outdoor dining table too, obviously. But I kind of like the kitchen being over this way. This is gonna be an office. Maybe I should just put some like random furniture in here so that people can understand, like, we can make it a little bit more visualized this way. What is it called? A kiln. Okay, so this is for pottery. This is the gym. Yeah, Randy like kind of needs a gym. Randy's our imaginary friend. They are active and like doing a lot of that stuff. This is an office. This is the laundry room. Kitchen and breakfast nook, and then we have like a big dining room right here, and the living room's this way. And then we have a lot of wall space, which is nice because we have so many family photos and like trinkets and things that I'm gonna want to hang up. So this is a good thing. What if we use like the big double 2-tile wide doors? These are expensive, but I don't normally use them, and they could be kind of fun to use. I like how big they are. I could go down that way. Hallway door for the bathroom. I don't think I'll have a performance room like in the way that you're saying and thinking, because people were saying like give one, because my sim Jingle is a musician as well. I think we'll put music stuff out, like in the space, not separated into a separate room. Okay, let's Save again. That's good. I like it. So should we start trying to furnish maybe like the living space first? This could also get scooted over a little bit if we wanted to. I'll need to redo these rooms. But if that works better, it could also just be smaller. I don't know. It kind of just depends, but if that's better for our living room setup and like the dining room and everything, that's a good thing. Okay. Horse ranch. I was wondering about using like this as the main rug. Because I think this is so cute, and it kind of has like the flame energy that I'm trying to achieve, you know? So I think that could be really pretty. Question is, where does it all go? It's kind of small. Can you put 2 of them? No. I think so. Look at how she's sitting. Oh my gosh. Living room by the sliding door, piano room, and the bunk out. Well, I'm thinking living room by this sliding door, right? Is that what you're talking about? Because I feel like we need space for a TV along this wall. You kind of like the huge one? I just think it's too big. I don't really want it to fill in the entire room. If it was like a little bit smaller, I would like it. But it's like slightly too big. We need something kind of orangey that we could use. Does Randy have a signature color that could be incorporated? Randy, the bright orange imaginary friend. You hate to say it, but like, kind of is orange. Yeah, I've got a couple paintings that Stanley made that I'm trying to save. Oh no, I shouldn't have clicked the gallery. I've got like this fun volcano painting and some things that I wanted to use, but I'm not gonna put those in right now. We're gonna have to work our way up to saving money for that. We're not in a spot to be able to buy that right now. So, eventually, but I'm gonna try and pay for like everything else first, and then I do feel like this is very flammable looking, you know? But I just don't know about them together. Maybe we could use this for the breakfast nook instead. This is bigger. I feel like that's nice. Okay. Maybe Flame can make those paintings. Yeah, that's true. Maybe Flame could make us some. That's kind of bland. Does this have like a... No, bland again. I don't know. I know I want to have a big dining table in here, so maybe we try and put the dining table in first, and then we go from there. That's pretty. Okay. Oh, we're gonna really struggle with the money of this. The kitchen's gonna go over here on this half, Erica. These are so expensive. Hey, remember how I said I was gonna struggle with the money and then I used this? The most expensive one that we have, but it looks so good. Oh, I guess we could probably do like this one instead. These are much cheaper. That could be good. Can I make this smaller? That's very small. That's not really what I was picturing when I did this, but... Another one of these, maybe? Yeah, they're like a quarter of the cost, so it's probably the right thing for us to be using. Island living. Okay, I'm gonna get this too. I do like that. Maybe it would be better if it was like one tile wide instead. One tile wider instead. Yeah, we can definitely try to aspire to those more expensive chairs. That's a fun idea. I do like how that looks. Okay. Lovely. I was talking about getting a piano. That's businesses and hobbies. I don't really want businesses and hobbies one. That one could be good. How come there's so little money? Well, we have 100,000 simoleons. It's just that the 100,000 simoleons is not, doesn't go as far as you think it does ever. You know? I kind of want to have a bar. I know people keep saying, put a bar, put a bar. I kind of would like to have a bar, but I almost want it to be like here instead of here. Because I feel like we'll be able to fit it better. Well, Gail, we actually have over 120,000 simoleons. I'm making myself use a budget of 100,000 to be extremely on the safe side. And then if we need to give ourselves some more money, we have some wiggle room. But I find that this really helps me in the beginning to make myself like very aware of how little money I have. And then I'm able to like, you know, add on a little bit extra if I need it. I don't know if that makes sense, but this is like a fully intentional decision. And there's gonna be some empty rooms, like I don't have a child, so I don't need to decorate a kid's room, you know, so we've got stuff like that too. And this is always how I do my legacy builds though. I just find this is what works the best for me in my legacy builds. So I tend to do it like this. And also, we don't really have to buy artwork. I know that sounds kind of weird too, but we're gonna use a lot of family photos. So that's like free, right? We already have those. Growing together. And what if we had like a bunch of photos here? We're not making it on the volcano lot because think about how small that would be. This is a 50 by 50 lot. The volcano is 30 by 20. So think about how much smaller the house would be if we had to. And we wouldn't be able to get as much done on a small space. I'm thinking, yeah, you can put volcanic activity on any lot, so that was the plan, is to make any lot have the volcanic activity lot challenge. Oh, you can't see it. My cat cam's over it. I was gonna have this lot have that. I just hadn't done it yet because we're still working on the build, but we're gonna build the restaurant that we're gonna run on the volcano lot. That's the plan. Okay. I don't know if I like this color. I've been known to use like this peachy orangey one. Maybe we could try that. That seems good to me. Desert Lux. There it is. What do you think about that being in the corner? know. As long as there was like a plant there, it might be okay. Some things to like split it up. We just ignore the clipping, I guess. When in doubt, ignore the clipping. Am I right, chat? Just pretend it's not happening. What clipping? I don't see any. Don't even worry about it. Okay, curtains are beautiful. I do like that a lot. Would a half wall by the bar look better or worse? I was trying to do a full wall so that we could have some space to put like artwork or something on this wall. I know you said I wasn't gonna put artwork, but I wanted it to be 3 tiles wide instead of only 2, because there's a little bit more room that way. Oh, this could be a fun thing for us to use somewhere. I'll have to think about that. I was actually picturing something more like, what is the base game? It's like the new one from the base game, this one. Or even like, you know, like this picture with the plant and the sunset. Oh, well, I don't know if it's a plant and a sunset. It's a plant and a circle. I've always liked how that looks. I do like the sunset one. I also kind of just like this one. I think that's really pretty. I don't know. I feel like they're all of the swatches on that are so good. Can't really go wrong. I kind of like the one with the greenery because I feel like it adds in some more color that we're kind of lacking in this place right now. I think that's pretty. I'm excited for Pair Lives. I've been waiting for Pair Lives for like 8 years. Excited almost doesn't even cut it. Like we've been waiting for Pair Lives for so long. Longer than you can even keep track of, you know? Okay. What about... Have I used the new stairs update yet? Have I used the new stairs update yet? Yes. Yes. Pair Lives, they said that it's supposed to come out in early access in May. I'm hoping that that's true. They had to delay it once already, so hopefully it still does come out in May. But we shall see. Do you think I could put this thing like along the back wall if we used like a few of them behind the sofa? I think that could be kind of cool. I love this thing. I've always thought that this light was really nice. Okay, in gold maybe? The gold looks good to me. Okay. We need to get a rug. I don't know. I like the centerpiece so far. I feel like maybe there needs to be some kind of like table. How about that's true, a record player could be a fun little detail. Audio. Oh, good. 830. This one's 710, so this one's not even that much more expensive. I kind of want it. What about the Book Nook kit? Book Nook. Oh, I went past it. Book Nook. There we go. This is a more simple style of rug. That's probably not going to be enough. I'm just thinking I kind of want to like break up all of the orange is like so much, you know? So I kind of want to have like something a little bit more simple to split it up. I don't really like how that one looks. I do like how it layers. I just don't know about the color of it. What about Snowy Escape? That might work. That might work. I could see that. I kind of like the shape of that too. I feel like that's kind of neat. Maybe we do want to scoot it back over one where I had it before. Okay. Interesting. How about like a really big plan? Yeah, this is going to be on YouTube as a speed build. I'm hoping to post it this weekend. I'm hopeful that we can finish it in a reasonable amount of time. And then we can post it on YouTube this weekend. That is my dream. Movie hangout. Where are you? I love this plan. To me, it's like the most beautiful thing ever. And I feel like this color actually kind of works really well. Okay, something like that. You read a book recently and I was mentioned in it? No way. What was the book? Tell me more, tell me more. Yeah, I like how that plant takes up a lot of space too. It's kind of, well, it's only 305. It's not that expensive. But yeah, I agree that a bench might be cute below the window, but I'm not sure. Maybe it'd be nicer to have like a small, like from Seasons. Well, maybe this would look better for this space because it takes up more room. I don't know. It was a Taylor Swift book. Well, and they mentioned me in it? In the Taylor Swift book? Interesting. Oh, Dan's yapping. Oh, because Dan should be live. Oh my gosh. Let's put the hunt overlay up. Because then we can watch what he finds. That's fun. Okay, hey guys, listen. In my heart, I want to use this. I know that I shouldn't, but I'm just saying that's what I want. That's what I want. But yeah, Dan's been villager hunting. He's trying to find pate, and he still doesn't have pate. Okay, what does the refined living room stuff look like, actually? No, we can't use that expensive TV, chat. We don't have money for that. I wish we did, but we don't. We can't be affording these things right now. Okay, what about a... I mean, we do actually technically have an extra 20,000, so when you put it like that, we have I gave myself 100,000, but we have like 120,000, so it would be okay if we gave ourselves more. What if we did this? This thing is actually cheaper than anything else that I would consider using right now. So honestly, like, no, I won't though. Maybe we should pause on that. Maybe we should try and get like some wallpaper in here. Should it be a lot of plain white? I don't know. I don't think I want to use a red couch. I feel like the red couch is a little bit much for me. I was looking at it, but I felt like that was like too much on that rug. I feel like I want it to be a little bit more toned down, if we can. Well, it's not gonna be only white walls, B. It wouldn't be only white walls, but you gotta start somewhere with a base color, so. Red couch looks good though. You guys, I can't explain to you. I hate red. I hate red. It's like the worst color in the entire world. There's honestly almost nothing worse than that to me. So you're really asking me for a lot by trying to ask me to use red. Okay, I'm gonna put some furniture in and then we can try and have some accent colors on the walls. Then do brown leather. I mean, can we hold off before we... Listen, you guys, I understand that like everybody has really strong opinions about this. I totally get it. Like I also feel strongly about Sims builds, but maybe it would be nice if we like gave it a chance to figure out how we feel about this right now. And maybe if I could ask you for one small favor, it would mean a lot to me if we were like gentle in our criticism of the build. Like, we don't have to call things ugly, for example. Instead, we could offer, like, constructive feedback and like, helpful suggestions instead of just saying that things look bad, you know? That could be, like, a fun thing for us to try. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I had this in one of our houses a while back. That might be a fun one for us to try and use. It does actually come in the orange color. I don't really know if I want it like that, though. Maybe it's better green. But anyway, you don't have to like it, but we also don't have to be mean at the same time. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Let's use a really expensive TV. Let's make it very large. I want to get a really nice light on the side next to it. I often use this one. I don't know if that's good or not, but I don't know. It feels very similar to Jingle's house. This does? I don't like, Jingle lives in Mount Komorebi in like a blue, snowy, like, the exterior is completely unrecognizably different, I think, hopefully. Okay, well, we're working on it. I don't really want to use the island living furniture too much, Gil. I find the island living furniture a little bit too colorful. And I don't really want it to be like so tropical in its style. Like I'm kind of trying to like incorporate a little bit of it, but not use like only it. Like I'm not trying to have a wicker coffee table, you know? That's not really the vibe that I was going for. So, but we'll obviously use things like these lounge chairs outside and maybe even like this sofa, you know, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff like that. Probably have this outside too. That's a good way of spending our money that we don't have, huh? Okay. Yeah, I don't really know about most of these. Maybe I would use this thing somewhere, but we could also possibly use the kitchen cabinets from Island Living. Maybe I'll put some of those in. These are kind of expensive. But we could do them. They don't have a matching upper cabinet though. Oh, that's the problem. I really want to have an upper cabinet. I really would like to have an upper cabinet. I think that's important to me. I think it's good for like filling in the walls. I do like these cabinets, but it really complicates things. I might even end up using like, honestly, like this one from Dream Home Decorator. Wait, is that the same color as the Island Living one, sort of? I wonder if we could mix it with Dream Home Decorator cabinets then, for the upper cabinets. Because I would like to use the island living ones if we can. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, that's very big. Kind of scarily big, honestly. But it's gonna be so worth it. Especially because we can do these really cool corner pieces on the island. Like, look at that. The waterfall counter edge. That looks really cool. Okay. What about sleek bathroom? I think that has some potential. I think that looks really cool. Yeah, and it will be nice for Flame to have like this really huge kitchen, you know? Oh, maybe we should make it a little bit smaller. Oh, I guess, well. I just want to have it be like centered. That's kind of what I was thinking. But we could maybe put something in the corner. That might look nicer anyway. Okay, but then we can have like the stove can be right here, you know? Yeah, we're gonna build a restaurant for Flame. I'm obviously not gonna do that today. We gotta get through all of this first, but we will build a restaurant for Flame. We will. Okay. Base game, no. Double stove. I don't think we can afford one. Maybe like later on, when we start making some more money, we can put it back to have a double stove. But I feel like right now with where we're at, I don't think it's a good idea for us to try and have a double stove. Yeah, I think it could be kind of fun to like slowly build out the restaurant through gameplay, like Rags to Riches style, you know, and like start slowly trying to increase how the restaurant looks. That's no good. Do you think that we could use the island living island and then have different counters? So we can still have them? I feel like we could probably do both, right? I don't think I like this stove. I think that still looks good. You think just white upper cabinets? I mean, I guess we could do that too. I've never really been a huge fan of two-toned cabinetry before. I wouldn't really say it was ever my thing. But I guess we could try something like that. I guess that's interesting and different. Dan just said he's a fake Animal Crossing gamer. He said that on stream. Earlier today, our friend Emrys was calling Dan an Animal Crossing tourist. As in, like, because Dan barely plays very much Animal Crossing. Like, you're an Animal Crossing tourist because you're like not really an Animal Crossing fan. So maybe that's gotten to Dan's head and he's calling himself a fake Animal Crossing player. But yeah, Dan mostly only hunts in Animal Crossing, so I would argue that he's an Animal Crossing tourist as well. But he's also 500 islands in, so it's not like he's not invested. You think the white looks really good? Okay, I'm glad that you like how the white looks. I feel like we're kind of onto something with that then. That makes me feel better. Do you think we should try to have this be more open? I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, does it look better like that? Cabinet clips with the fridge. No, this one's the exact right height. It's not clipping. It is in fact the exact right height. Move that out of the way. It's like a little bit more symmetrical, which I think is probably better. So I guess we're not doing archways. Cozy Kitsch. What book am I currently reading? I just finished reading last night the third Heated Rivalry book, which I didn't think was as good as the second one, and I'm undecided if I liked it better than the first one or not. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not super sure about it, to be honest. Oh, I like this. Yeah, it's called Tough Guy. Maybe we do like the bright orange chairs in here. It's the same chairs as in there, but it brings in like the other color over this way. Okay. I did read Project Hail Mary. Yeah, I did read that one too. There's Heated Rivalry books. Yeah, it was a book first. Funnily enough, the Heated Rivalry show is based off of really the second book, kind of the first book. There's like a couple episodes for the first book, but most of it's the second book. But yeah, it's a book series. There's 6 of them, and they're making a 7th. So, and before it was books, I'm pretty sure it was fan fiction. Yeah. Let me give them a little money trash can too. That's pretty good. Okay. I don't really know if I like this still, but we're getting somewhere. Lighting, ceiling lamps. No, I'm not villager hunting. My husband Dan is though. Dan is actively villager hunting right now. So I've got his villager hunt tracker on my screen. I thought it was kind of fun. Oh, I should have used the bigger ones. What am I doing? That looks cool. Can you... Okay, the warmer color looks a little bit better too. No, I've been live for about 2.5 hours. I didn't do all this in 30 minutes. That would be wild if I could have pulled this off in 30 minutes. I've been live for about 2.5 hours already. I don't think that we... Maybe before I clutter up the kitchen, we should try and prioritize getting some more other furniture. You know? Like maybe we try and put in some other things before we do too much over here. Big furniture, big like things that are kind of colorful, you know, that sort of stuff I think would be helpful for us. Toilets, showers, beds might be nice too. Yeah. Maybe we could try and afford things like that, you know, just an idea. I might not pay for this part right now. Oh, boo. We don't need to pay for the laundry straight away. Like if we're trying to save money, leaving the laundry room empty, for example, might be a good money-saving tactic. So. And there are some things like the rocket up here. I'm gonna bring mine from the old house, so. It'll like depreciate a little bit less. It'll be like, you know, we've saved a couple $1,000 doing that, so. Okay, what about sleek bathroom again? I really like this sleek bathroom flooring. I think that's so good. There are other like kind of orangey things in terms of tile, but I just feel like this is the best one, so. Maybe we make Jingle's bathroom. Jingle is the previous gen heir. Maybe we give Jingle like a more colorful one, blue instead. Okay, and maybe this one could be like a... It's like a different shade of peach, I guess. Oh, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we could try and have a slightly lighter one in this room as well. Get a cat cam angle adjustment? No. It's not real. I mean, well, I guess maybe it can. It keeps trying to jump upside down. This thing, the mount does not like it. We can change it a little bit more though. Okay. I like that so far. I think that maybe we should try to have maybe like a little window. That's for the laundry room. And then the bathroom has one too. Oh, and then there's another bathroom up here. We could even do like something a little bit more funky. What does that look like if I put it in here with this? Oh, I actually much prefer that. Maybe just for like a couple of them. They don't all need to have that, but that way the bathrooms all look a little bit different, you know? Okay. That's pretty cute. Looks nice and fancy. How many bathrooms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bathrooms. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bedrooms. And then downstairs, this is gonna be a laundry room. So, yeah, this is a laundry, not a bathroom. If that makes you feel any better about it. Okay. I'm still not sure if I like this area, but it'll do for now. Do you think that we could have maybe like a different style of curtain in this hallway? I'm wondering about like, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. What about cats and dogs? Because this one does have like a simple creamy color to it. And I like how that goes down the whole area. I think that's kind of pretty. And then this would end up being, and this is gonna be like kind of sad, but I was thinking that this would end up having like a bunch of family photos on it again. We just have to like totally alt place them so we have enough room. You go like right there. I guess we could put like bookshelves down this way instead. I don't know. Kind of like if I took these instead. That's good. I could see that. What happens if you put like the pictures up there again? They have the businesses and hobbies ones too. The thing about these bookshelves that I like, and well, maybe it's better to have those where I had them. I was gonna say the thing I like about those is that they have shelves that I can put like clutter on, which is nice because I have a lot of things. Like I've just collected quite the collection over the years of things. So it's kind of nice to be able to display them. But I do like how these bookshelves look. I don't know, there's a little bit of space in there for a couple things. And they're big, which is also nice. The lighting's looking like so weird, isn't it? That kind of helps. You think one less shelf for more white space? Oh, really? I was thinking that I kind of needed to have something like more shelves for it to be less white. No. I don't really know what to put over here either. I don't like the Book Nook built-ins for this because the Book Nook kit ones don't come in this color. So we already have a bar. I've got a bar over here. Oh, that's right. I wanted to put the tile behind the bar. That was always the plan. We do have a bar over there. And then yeah, it's hard, Waddle. Like, that's the thing. Like, everybody's got a different... See, you're thinking we need to have more white space. I'm thinking we need to have less. Somebody in chat probably feels somewhere in the middle. Like, it's like everybody has such different opinions about the build. It's so hard to know what the best thing to do is. Because everybody's coming at it with, like, totally different perspectives and stuff. Okay, miscellaneous decorations. I was gonna put like a cabinet, but I don't really like these. I don't think it should be a coffee station. I think we already have enough counters. I think putting more counters might be like kind of pushing it a little bit. You know? But I like the idea of like a hutch kind of situation. Or maybe some art. No. Giant UFO poster. Oh, what about a fish tank? That's a good idea. Oh, you know what else? Somebody said fireplace. I don't know why I didn't put that sooner. You're right. This Sim's name is literally Flame. We probably should try to have a fireplace. And I think we could do it like that. We need like a fire hazard or two in here. It's important. I like this one. With a rug under it so we can catch on fire. Exactly. Exactly. Somebody said we could do the cozy kitsch kit bookshelves under here. And then like have the pictures above them. And maybe that's better than what I have. I don't know. What do you think? Cozy kitsch. Oh, some of these are also really nice if we wanted to try and use some of this artwork in some places. Where is the cozy kitsch bookshelf? Like this one. Would we use it in that color then? Ooh. Something like that. I actually think I probably would use it in that color. But yeah, then we can have like so many family photos, which is kind of my dream. Hey, what if I had like... What if it was like so much? The thing is, I'm on like Gen 17. I have so many photos. I've run out of space to be able to even place the photos. I know this is like really excessive, but this is kind of like my vibes. I've got so much room for it. Are the photos still black? Not all my photos turn black. Some of my photos turn black, but all of them didn't. The ones that turn black we can't fix, but the ones that aren't black we can use. Yeah, once that's all filled in with pictures, I think that's gonna look so good. Try the frames in yellow. I think that might be too much. The thing is, I know that right now it might look a little bit plain. I can see that. But just bear in mind, there's gonna be like a million really colorful photos on this wall. It's gonna look very full. It won't look like it's all so samey. Because it's gonna be so full of pictures. Like right now it looks a little bit weird, but it won't then. Oh, these are not. Oh, that's why it looks weird. I didn't get that one. They can't ever be fixed. No, the photos that broke are broken. They won't be able to fix them at this point. So that's cool. Really exciting stuff. Maybe we could do on this wall instead. Growing together. We could probably use, oh, it's like a little bit small. Well, this could go somewhere. I just don't really know where. Maybe I put it here and then I move this door over. Because then we can have a bigger picture. Yeah, there could be like a mirror or something above this. I always like this one. What are you gonna do if you run out of money? And then C goes, they can pee in the ocean. They can pee in the ocean. Hey, look, we don't need to worry about money. They don't need to have a bathroom. That's fine. Wiser words have never been spoken. Okay, let me see about giving them... See, these, like, honestly, the lights are probably too much money. I don't know if we can afford those. Let me see if I can get, like, a nice big window over here. I don't really care for how that looks from the outside, but whatever. Yeah, they can also get clean in the ocean. Exactly, exactly. So they're fine. Okay. That feels good. I don't think I'm gonna use the mudroom kit, no. Maybe not in here. I don't think it'll really fit with how I want this to look, so. I'm gonna decorate this bathroom real quick. Yeah, she's gonna have a restaurant. We're gonna build it on the volcano a lot in game too. So we will have a restaurant. It's gonna be cool. We just gotta work our way up to that. Okay, I'm gonna do a shower, but unfortunately, like a cheap one. And a toilet, but like a cheap one. So that we can have a functional bathroom in this house. That'll be good. And we don't need to decorate it too much. Oh, candle making! Oh my goodness. She can definitely be into candle making too. That's a really good idea, actually. We have a money trash can, yeah, so we have one of those already, so we're fine there. I might do like one more bathroom. I might decorate this upstairs hall bathroom really quickly, just because that way we know that we can afford to have a tub. I think we pretty badly need to have a bathtub too, so as long as we got one of each, we should be good to go. There's that. Let me use the cheap shower stall. Oops. Oh, you are a much different gold than I thought you were. None of them are the same color gold. I guess that one's fine. And then we just get like a little bathtub right there. Preferably one that has some gold in it. I guess it won't be able to, will it? We have this one, but it's so expensive. $740. Why not a shower bath combo? Because it's significantly cheaper to have them separate, Lola. I guess this one isn't, but I don't really like this one. And these ones are like $1,500. So it's cheaper to not have to do them together. I think I'm gonna have to just do these. It's not what I wanted, but it is what it is. We can even just use like the actual cheapest bathtub if we wanted to. But should we try that for now? Yeah, the combos are not cheaper. You really would think they would be, but they are not. Yeah, but we'll sort of what I'm thinking is we'll be able to upgrade this eventually. You know, like we'll get the cheap, not so good ones right now, but eventually we'll be able to buy them a nicer setup. We just can't really afford the nicer one right now, so we just need to have something that's functional. Okay. I think I kind of prefer these over here now that I think about it. So I might scoot those over. Yeah, it's nice to have like something to work your way up to. I kind of prefer when my Sims are struggling for money a little bit more. So I like to suffer. It'll be good to suffer. Yeah, I get money from Prime subs, Jasmine. I make the same amount of money from a Prime sub as from a regular sub, but the difference is that you don't have to pay for it because you already have Prime. But I still get paid the same amount of money from a Prime sub. Okay. Let's think. I think maybe we have to get rid of the fancy flat screen TV. Well, maybe not. I don't want to get rid of the fancy flat screen TV. Do you think that I could do this and then have like... Okay, my thought here is that maybe this could be like a little storage closet. And I kind of prefer the look of this anyway, because then I think I could have like a cool accent wall along this part. Oh. This is no longer centered though. Which is a big problem. I was just trying to think maybe it would be nice if we could split this up a little bit. But fireplace in that spot. Do you think it would be weird to have the fireplace right there? I feel like it doesn't quite fit. I kind of like the idea of this still, honestly. And maybe there could be like a plant or something on this wall. Some kind of large plant. I don't like any of them. Uh-oh, sorry, I didn't mean to yawn. I never use this one. I actually cannot bring myself to use this plant. I think it's like horrendous. That's too small. That could be nice outside. Yeah, we can't do a basement because this lot is on the water. So you can't have basements. You can't even have a pool. You can't put anything in ground on these lots. What about this little plant? No. What about the businesses and hobbies one? The wall plant. Oh, I actually think that looks pretty good. Well, it's not that it's on the island that you can't have basements. It's the lots that are on the water. So, is there a lot that's... Like this one is not on the water. This one's different. It's the ones that are on the water you can't have basements in. Okay, I was thinking about this being a closet space because I like the idea of us having like the decor box in here. And like those kind of things. You know, gameplay, functional, stuff like that. I've now made it like kind of tight in here though. Will Sims use the table because it's far from the kitchen? Well, they're probably going to use this one more often, but that's the thing about, like, in real life, I think that's pretty common anyway, that you would, like, probably more often use, like, the more informal dining table, the more casual one, and then when you've got people over, you use the big one. Maybe that's okay like that. Okay. That's kind of what I was picturing with this, at least. Wallpaper. That's so weird. I kind of like it. I don't know if that's too far though. I feel like the house is like so, I don't know, formal. I do kind of like how that looks though. Would we be able to use that elsewhere? Like, does that work in here at all? You think a different rug then? I think it kind of like matches the rug. Oh, Dan just found Nan. Oh, that breaks my heart. That is so upsetting. How come he gets to have Nan? What about me? Okay, that looks good. Let's find like a little lamp. You have pate. Yeah. And what about it? What about it? Sure, I have pate and... I care more about Nan than Dan does about pate, I think. Okay. I think we probably need like a ceiling fan. I feel like that could be a nice touch in here. It comes in white. Lots more lighting. Okay, and then I probably want to have, well, maybe this yellow can be over here too. That might be too much. I can't tell. What about like a brick or a paneling then? What about this like creamy colored siding? I don't know. Maybe? For the yellow? I feel like it looked a little bit weird with it. It was like too much yellow over here in this corner. What about brick? I feel like the brick is like kind of random. We're still using the yellow. I just don't want to use the yellow everywhere. I'm trying to add in a third accent wall. We still have the yellow. It's more like we're trying to get another thing. Paneling's too pale looking. I just don't know what to put behind this wall. I feel like that's too much yellow. It needs to be something that's like kind of orangey, but I hate that. I don't really want to use the orangey wood. I don't really feel inspired by that. I kind of like this orange, I guess. And it wouldn't be on all the walls, it'd be on some. This, we can fill these cabinets up with like the clutter that I have already. So think like, you know, I've got random collectibles, so we don't have to pay money to put stuff in there because we'll fill it with our own collectibles as we're playing. So that's good. That like saves us some space. Well, what do you think would happen if I put this big picture? I think that's too big, right? I can fill them up. Oh my god. Fills everywhere. Oh, Dan found Spike. I want Spike. I'm jealous. Okay, that's good. I know it's a lot of photos. I don't want to use the life and death photo. You guys, you don't understand how many pictures I have. I have so many pictures. That's like one of my biggest problems right now is that I keep not having enough empty space for my photo frames, and I have so many. So for my own gameplay, like for myself, I'm gonna want these. I think. I just know, like, with what we've been dealing with right now, I feel like we need more, so I'm gonna make sure that we have space for more. Okay, I feel good about that too. It's like kind of funny as well to have all these like massive walls full of photos. Like there's something kind of silly about it that I kind of enjoy. So I'll stick with it. I might use a couple more of these too. Okay. What do you think about that? A little bit low, but I don't really mind that, to be honest. I like how those are free as well. Okay. A runner in the hallway? We could probably have a runner in the hallway. Let's see what we can do. I'm not gonna like any of them. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to yawn again. This is terrible. This fitness stuff one is awful. Looks like a towel. But wait, maybe that's fun. C is on ticket 445 looking for kid, and Dan saw kid. Oh no! Okay, but to be fair, not to side with Dan over C. C has found like everybody else's dreamy. So it does only feel fair that Dan might find your dreamy back, you know? I guess it's on the beach, so like a little towel wall is fine. No. Wow, I thought you were different. Something about these curtains I'm not really obsessed with either. Honestly. But I can't really do them. What do you think we should do about this, Chad? I feel really undecided about this horrible runner. Lines? Oh, maybe. I didn't have a door in the middle on purpose also, but I guess there could be a world where we put a door in the middle. And maybe that helps it. I don't know. Those are like really high up. I guess it would probably be nice to have another back door. Yeah, and that's the thing. If you lived here, you'd want to be able to have like really easy access to the ocean. So the runner kind of looks like cork. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It looks like uncooked ramen. Uncooked ramen is no good. What if we made it a brighter orange? Scrambled egg. Oh. I don't, now it looks like hot Cheeto ramen. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, this one's too far over. What do you think? It's interesting. I'm okay with this thing being like a little bit off center too. You think the orange cabinets were more balanced? Okay, let's go back to the orange cabinetry. Maybe we should try another rug. Let me leave that one over there for a second. Let me just look at the other runner options and we can see. Uh-oh, now I've yawned again. There's not very many runners in this game. That's the other thing. Like, we're kind of lacking. Oh my god. Look at how cute that is. Oh. I want to get a picture of it. Oh. That's so sweet. She doesn't even know how cute she looks right now. Oh. It's really adorable. I just love cats. But yeah, I don't really like this one. I think that's too dark. Try a base game runner. Well, the base game ones are like, I don't like these. I don't think the floral makes sense. This one's an option, I guess. We could do it in like the beige color. What do you think? Is that too much or too little or what? I was gonna try and layer some things, but you like this one? Okay, that's good that you like this one then. And I actually think it looks better than I thought it was going to, as this one, so. Okay. Yeah, I've used the one from Seasons before too. This is like a totally different vibe. I feel like if we did that, we'd probably want to change the cabinetry a little bit more. It does look good. I think that makes this rug look too plain though. You know? Because we have so many like really vibrant rugs. You think it's too vibrant? Yeah, I don't know. I'm having some conflicting feelings. There's also this one. This is like a little bit different. but it still has the orange and it brings in an extra color. Maybe that looks better like far away. And you know what? It has like this brown in it, which makes the brown make sense. I feel like it's kind of beachy. Maybe it ties it all together nicely. Okay. Maybe we do like the yellow bookshelves then. Or we could go back to the orange bookshelves. Because I feel like the room kind of needs more of that vibrant orange. I know, we're like thinking about this hallway runner so much. We've spent so much time on the runner. We're so worried about the runner. It's kind of funny. Oh, I never painted this flooring. Oh my god, there's always more. That's okay. That's okay. If this rug was white or cream. I mean, we can make this rug a little bit lighter maybe. There is a lighter color like this. There's like a true cream color. I feel like that's not working though. So that's pretty bad. I don't know what to do about that. I think making it blue is gonna be too much. I still kind of like the brown. But you like the blue tinted one? Really? I actually hate, like I don't use that word very lightly. I kind of hate how that looks. So somebody said love struck rug, like this one. We might be able to put a couple of these together. Let me look at it and see. Oh no. Of course it doesn't come in any colors that we want. I don't really want it to be red because we're not really using red, we're mostly using orange. Orange and yellow. Oh, good morning, Snappy. I don't think the burgundy is good. I think the burgundy, we'd have to change the rest of this stuff. Like, I don't think this rug works with the burgundy. I don't really like how it looks burgundy with the rest of it, so. Maybe this is okay? I don't know. You having a bath? What are you looking at? This is the thing, sometimes she like wants to groom the edges of her bald spot. You also have like a little fluff on you. She's not touching the scab, but I like want to let her groom the edges of the bald spot because it must be annoying now she's ditched us. Well, it was fun while it lasted. You think that one was more interesting shape? You like the brown snowy escape one more. Okay. That's seasons. Well, while we're here. Oh. I wonder if we could like slightly alt place this. Oh. Well, that works. Now I feel like this blue doesn't make sense. Now I feel like the blue stands out too much. But that works really well. That's too much. What if there's no runner? I feel like it needs a runner. I almost prefer that one. I don't know what you think about that, but I actually kind of feel like that's better. Other one was better. I don't know. I like this better. I don't know though. This blue is very jarring to me. But this doesn't feel as jarring with the greenish color. You think this, but flip it? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this feels nicer to me. It feels like a more natural addition to the room. You think it like leans brown and green and not brown and, or not orange and green? Really? I feel like this color is so similar to the colors in this rug. It's like the colors are, it matches the colors in the other rugs. This is the most controversial rug decision we've ever tried to make. I'm getting like so many mixed signals. I feel like the leaves are kind of cool and like kind of tropical. I don't know. Oh, this is awful. Let's think about like maybe a little bit more of the rest of the house. Kind of let it sit for a second. I feel like it would help to let it sit a little bit more and then come back to it. Because this is one of those times where I feel like I actually cannot decide. I can't look at this with like a clear head right now. So let's like take a pause and like work on something else. And then maybe we'll feel it differently after we've put something else in here, you know? I just feel like right now I can't even take my own build seriously. Okay, how about we do the yellow on this wall and then I get that nice peachy color on this wall. Maybe it's too much. I don't know. But you kind of like, sometimes for me, I just have to like stop looking at something like that. When I'm really having a hard time with that, I have to like actually just go away. Otherwise I can't. I get so indecisive. It just is so hard for me to like lock down a final opinion. You need fresh eyes later. I don't really like that one. Don't really like that one either. Sizes up weird. Yeah, I also wish we had more runners in this game. This is like a prime example of why we need more runners in this game too. Because the ones that we have are just not really working for this. That's too vibrant. What if this one was small? That's from the bowling stuff pack. Can't say I've ever used that before. I know we've moved on from like, we had one rug problem and now we have a new rug problem. Because I just came in here to have a rug problem from a different angle. Let's get like a little table. Yeah, I think also orange is just a tough sell in The Sims 4. Orange is kind of a weird one. No, too small. Do that pretty thing in white. We nailed the orange with Rod's house. Yeah, I actually feel like Rod's house turned out really nice in terms of the orange. This is like a different kind of style house, which I think is making this harder. Should we get a house plant? That's cool. We can make sure we're watering that thing. Yeah, put it over there. Can't wait for the houseplant to die in 3 days. Thank you. I'm so glad that you have so much faith in me, Christine. That's really kind of you to say. What if we had like one window and we had just the curtain on like half of it? I like how that looks. It's not faith in you, it's a lack of faith in the stupid plant staying alive. Okay, fair enough. It is a plant problem. The plants are pretty bad like that. Save. You think the Grange mudroom seat on the other side? Oh. You know what else I was thinking about doing? I am like insufferable with these, but what if we had some family photos going up the wall too? Okay, Grange mudroom. Oh, I keep forgetting about this. This thing is so nice. Where can it go? Me and my like complete lack of wall space. No, we can do it right there. Maybe this can go over here, central to the house. That's good. Okay, okay. Yeah, I like the mudroom kit bench. I just feel like color scheme wise, why do I play with all the Sims when starting a new gen rather than moving them out and like with the air and focusing on them? Feisty, for me, playing a legacy, the sort of the point is to continue playing with all the Sims. Like that's what's fun to me about a legacy is that sort of like generational style gameplay where I have the grandparents living with me. You know, we have the family robot living with us. And you know, I usually move out the like non-air Sims and have them go off and do their own thing. But like the fun of a legacy is to have everybody stay together. If I was playing in a non-legacy, I might be more likely to move and like go live in an apartment alone and stuff. But I really like the generational gameplay, and I also really hate like, because I'm playing on short lifespan. On short lifespan, everybody dies really quick. And I really hate the previous gen sim dying when I'm not there. Like, I don't really want them to be left on their own and then like die on their own. So I want to have everybody with me the whole time. It's my preference. So anyway, people have different preferences. That's sort of like the point of playing a legacy, is to play with all of them, for me at least. But you might have a different like goal of playing with your legacy, so. And it's like fun to have the grandparents in the house with the kids, and also again, because I'm playing on short lifespan, they're not, the grandparents aren't in the house with the kids for that long. Like, it's not like they're hanging around for a long time. It is brief. So, okay. I don't know, you guys, I feel like the orange that I'm using is a little bit too vibrant. I'm looking at the color scheme right now, and I'm like regretting every single thing that we've done. Maybe I'm like overthinking it, I don't know, but I'm looking at it and feeling like I really don't like it. But I set out for it to be a lot, like we tried to make it a lot on purpose. So it's okay that it's a lot, like that is intentional. It's just hard. You think I need fresh eyes? Yeah, maybe I'm just like in too deep on this. I'm probably gonna end stream relatively soon, and then we'll finish it tomorrow. I'm gonna, I think I might stream twice tomorrow. I think I might, normally I don't stream in the afternoon on Wednesdays, but I think I might stream in the afternoon tomorrow, and we can try and finish this. Because I'm gonna play Animal Crossing in the morning. But we might have to finish, we're gonna have to finish it tomorrow anyway, but it might be like one of those like, you need to look at it with like a fresh set of eyes, because when you stare at it for too long, I start being my own biggest critic. I'm like being mean to myself, which is no help to anybody. So yeah, this rug was the inspo for the whole place. This is what I wanted the whole place to be like. And I feel like we kind of lost sight of that a little bit. But I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let me look at my own stream schedule. Maybe I'll put that on the list. Okay. I like this new time feature on Discord. You can like have it set, although it's not doing it right now. Hello. Hello. I'm like gonna add it into my own schedule here. Do I have to use hammer time for this? No, I don't. Okay. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. And then I'll put that I'm gonna finishing Legacy House. Okay. That'll be good. So we'll terraform and Fillville in the morning, and then at 4 we'll build more of this. We have the whole upstairs to do. Yeah, it's like the Cozy Kitsch kit build is a lot, like this orange color is a lot more vibrant in Cozy Kitsch, and like this is no good too. But maybe it would be better if we like went for more of like creams and yellows and like some more subtle oranges. And maybe like if we put this back to something a little bit more subtle, maybe that would feel a little bit more like neutral, natural. I don't know. We could probably try and get a little bit of pink in there. They have like this color. We could try and use more of that too. But that's not really like flammable looking to me. But also, you know, it being vibrant is flammable, so I don't know. I'm like thinking about this way too much. Maybe it's this rug, but this is like so flammable. The whole point is that it's like, this is like our fire themed sim. But yeah, we could do like a bolder orange maybe in like Flame's bedroom. The rest of the house can be a little bit more relaxed with the orange shade. I don't know. What does this look like? Can I do 2 of these? Wait. Hold on. We might actually be onto something with this. You can see the line, but maybe that is more of like the color that we want. So it's like I don't know, like a little bit more of a neutrally, we still have this nice peach that matches, but I don't know. I feel like I agree that that salmon color is kind of good for this. Let me look at that avocado rug again. This is ridiculous. I'm never gonna figure it out. Ooh. I don't know. I love the idea of the avocado rug, but I don't like the colors of the avocado rug. You kind of hate that brown rug? What, do you mean this one? This one looks like pink to me, not brown. Let me go back to Snowy Escape. Us going all the way back to the very beginning is what we had this whole time. We got rid of it. Maybe it needs to be cream. Maybe cream is the answer. Yeah, I like the avocado rug too. I just find it so hard to use. And then this matches the sofas a little bit more, which might be good. Think it looks too bland now? You think it looks bland? We got like yellow chairs. This game. You're crushing me. Yeah, I don't agree that it's bland. I think there's a lot of texture and a lot of pattern. It's just not neon. I don't agree that it's bland, and I don't like being like flame deserves color. I mean, it's colorful, like, so yeah. I think what we need to do is look at this more tomorrow. What I wanted was for this rug to be the inspo. And this, I think we're leaning more in that right direction. I just feel like I'm still struggling with it a lot, and I think I need to look at this with fresh eyes. So I think we'll have to continue on in the morning, or in the afternoon, I guess, tomorrow, and try and find a better, you know, but I think we're onto something. We're like getting there. It's just hard to, yeah, I don't think that it's like, I don't think it's bland. I just don't think it's as vibrant as it was before. You think it looks cheap now? Why does it look cheap? Because it doesn't have neon color. I don't understand. I don't understand. This is so hard. Doing this on stream is like because everybody has such conflicting opinions. Like, one person loves it, one person hates it. I feel somewhere in between. Like, I just don't know. Anyway, I actually think it looks more expensive being this color scheme than it did when it was neon. Not in a bad way. I just feel like this, like, traditionally speaking, is like more what you see in like a rich person's house than the neon colors. But that, you know, everybody's different. Every rich person is different. So anyway, it's not done. We have a lot left to do still. We're gonna finish it tomorrow. So my plan is to stream twice tomorrow then. We'll play Animal Crossing in the morning, and then we'll try and work on this in the afternoon. Let me write that down on my stream schedule, or my upload schedule too. But we'll try and work our way through that. And then with that, I really probably should go, because I've got an appointment. It's like a meeting online, so it's fine. I'm not like cutting it too close. I don't have to go anywhere in person. But it's in like 15 minutes, so I probably should go. Maybe we can raid my husband Dan. He's villager hunting. He's the one whose like thing I have. He found Flip twice in a row. Oh my god, the way I would cry. He found Flip twice in a row. But I'm gonna go raid Dan. We can watch his villager hunt in Animal Crossing. He's been trying to find pate and not having any luck. So we can go over there, and I will catch you all tomorrow afternoon to work some more on the build. Okay, have a fantastic rest of your day, chat. Goodbye.